looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Richardson to throw off play action. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie.
Whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Ford Field. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Play action. Now Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go play action with Jackson. And complete right side to Cook. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Jackson now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. On the return is Williams. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Joe Montana here going to the air on 1st down. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Still going inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. Touchdown, Seahawks. Odell Beckham from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. To throw is Jackson on the move to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. Fighting him off. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone. 1st down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his left. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Montana. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with Montana. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, Montana. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Montana. Flushed out right. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Now here's Montana. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They will look to throw. Montana eluding the pressure right. That is caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
There he goes, right side. How about this? Brandon Ayuk. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now it's Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Jamison Williams from 10 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Montana. This one caught by Kittle. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
1st and 10 for Montana and company. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Montana's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Montana. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard.
Now Montana completes it to the tight end Kittle. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Here's Montana to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still shedding tackles. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. Connects with Kittle underneath. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now Jackson on 1st down.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. Jackson will throw again. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jamison Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
And that is caught for the 2 points. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really, it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you have 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. George Kittle, 44 yards.
And the Seahawks have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. from the 33. Here's second and a yard.
To throw is Jackson.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. Jackson on first down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They will look to throw. Montana. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Jackson's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 8 yards out.
And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Montana. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Devin Hester, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Montana will throw for it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
This is 1st and 10. Now Jackson steps away.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Here's 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. And pass caught. It's Williams.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First down, here's the run with Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. Well, now a design run for Ridley.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Jackson to throw.
They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Touchdown!
George Pickens.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possible.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Devin Hester with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Seahawks are able to move back in front.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Shrugs him off.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson.
Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here's Jackson. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.